Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. This is Mama Tank rising with each and every one of you. While you guys come in and I get things situated on this side of the world, go ahead and vibe out with me. And while you do that, don't forget to like, comment, and please share. Today we are going to be talking about honoring how far you have came, right? So grand rising family, go ahead and vibe out with me and put in the chat, put in the comments where you're chiming in from. Vibe out.
Let it go, let it flow. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let it go, let it flow. Yeah, let's go. I wake up and I count my blessings one by one. Grateful for the air I breathe and grateful for the sun. Grateful for the simple things that make my life complete. Grateful for this moment and the ground beneath my feet. I used to hold on tightly to the pain and to the past. I used to carry burdens that were never meant to last. But something shifted when I chose to finally let it go. Forgiveness was the key that made the abundance flow. I release what no longer serves me. I forgive so I can be free. I let go of what is hurt me, and I receive what's meant for me. Let it go, let it flow. Grateful for everything I know. Let it go, let it flow. Forgiveness helps my blessings grow. Release the old, make room for new. Gratitude in all I do. Let it go, let it flow. Watch the abundance overflow. I forgive the ones who hurt me, not for them, but for my soul. I forgive myself for all the times I didn't feel whole. Because carrying that weight was only blocking my receipt. Forgiveness is the greatest gift I give to me. Grateful for the lessons that the hard times taught me well. Grateful for the wisdom that I now have left to tell. Every door that closed was just redirecting me to more. Gratitude and forgiveness opened every brand new door. I release what no longer serves me. I forgive so I can be free. I let go of what is hurt me, and I receive what's meant for me. Let it go, let it flow. Grateful for everything I know. Let it go, let it flow. Forgiveness helps my blessings grow. Release the old, make room for new. Gratitude in all I do. Let it go, let it flow. Watch the abundance overflow. Let go, let go, let go. Forgive, forgive. Release, release, and live. Be grateful, grateful, grateful. Be free, be free. Let it flow, and receive, receive.
Welcome. I see you guys coming in.
Grateful for everything I know. Forgiveness helps my blessings grow. Release the old, make room for new. Gratitude in all I do. Let it go, let it flow. Watch the abundance overflow. Let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Be grateful. Be free.
Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. How y'all feeling today? I am feeling amazing. Remember last night, if you chimed in, I was talking about how to, do your gratitude list at the end of the night, be grateful, and release at the end of the night because we can't put sugar on top of shanola. I'm just going to put it like that. So you have to release in order to receive, right? You have to make room for the abundant blessings that are coming your way. And I'm not even going to say that are coming your way. You have to make room for the abundant blessings that are already here. Because when you say coming, you're actually causing a division, a split in time. Everything is already happening in divine order. We just have to make room to receive it. Right. So, you guys, I'm super excited. This is day 14 of my 31 days of alignment. Right. We have officially made it through 2 full weeks. So, let's just take a moment and let that sink in. 14 days of showing up, 14 days of choosing alignment, 14 days of doing something for your mind, your body, and your spirit, as well as your identity and your future. Now look, some of you some of you may feel like you have not done enough, right? Some of you may be looking at what you missed instead of recognizing what you already completed and giving yourself grace, right? Giving yourself grace and also celebrating yourself. But this morning, I want you to just stop, pause, take a deep breath and honor how far you have come. Take a deep breath and hold it. Now slowly release it. Take another deep breath in. Now, this time, as you release it, let go of the pressure to have everything figured out. You don't have to be perfect to be progressing. You don't have to have every answer to know that you're growing. You do not have to be the finish line to celebrate the fact that you are no longer standing where you started. Now, I know this personally. I know this personally, right? There was a time when my life, it didn't look anything like it looks today. I went from homelessness to homeownership, from homeownership to becoming a landlord, from struggling to survive to building businesses, right? I went from struggling to survive to building businesses, from wondering how I was going to make it to helping other people understand money, credit, business, home ownership, wellness, and now alignment. Whew, and I need to tell you guys that none of that happened overnight. There was no magic elevator, there were no stairs. And some of the, well, actually, let me just back up. There was no magic elevator. There were, I'm gonna put it in this vision. There were stairs, and some of those stairs were steep. Some days I climbed confidently, and some days I crawled. Some days I had to sit down, catch my breath, even wipe my tears, and remind myself why I started in the first place. But I kept moving. Now, that is what I want you to understand this morning. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes progress looks like sitting a boundary where you used to stay silent. And over the last couple of months, I'm going to say I've had to put down some boundaries. I've had to lose some clients. I've had to lose some fake friends, right? But I wouldn't look at that as a loss. Again, you have to release things in order to receive. And if those things are not serving you and your highest purpose, your highest power on where you're going, because let's keep it 100. Everybody ain't meant to go where you going. We don't need to pay for that extra luggage on this flight. We need to take some things out, remove some things so that we don't have to pay that expense for other people's leisure. Sometimes progress looks like waking up and trying again after yesterday didn't go as planned. Sometimes progress even looks like finally believing that you deserve more. And for my women out here over 50, hear me clearly. You're not too old. You're not too late. Your best years are not behind you. You're not starting over. You are starting again with wisdom, experience, discernment, and a stronger understanding of who you are. There are lessons you carry now that you could not, okay, there are lessons that you carry now that you could not have understood in our 20s, our 30s, or even our 40s. There's power in this season, and I want you to know that. There is purpose in this season, and I want you to know that. There is still life to live, money to make, places to travel, businesses to build, healing to experience, and dreams to give birth to. But you have to stop disqualifying yourself because your journey did not happen on somebody else's timeline. This is your journey. This is your alignment. This is your becoming. And I want you to know that my AIR method, which means alignment, identity, and reset, my AIR method is alignment, identity, and reset. Take a picture of the QR code in the upper left or upper right, depending on how you're seeing it, but it's that QR code that's surrounded by blue. Go ahead and take a picture of that and just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Now, I need to ask you guys, does this decision match the life I say I want? And I'm talking about every morning when you wake up or when you come across some obstacles throughout the day. Stop and ask yourself, does this decision match the life I say I want? Identity is asking, who must I become to receive and maintain that life? Reset is giving yourself permission to make a new decision without being imprisoned by the old one, right? That's your ego having conflict or your ego at war with your highest self. So today I'm asking you to put down that ego, because the only person that you're fighting with is yourself. So today we are resetting the way we measure progress. We're not going to listen to that ego talking about, well, you missed that mark. You didn't do all 5 of the goals you set out yesterday. You're too fat. You're too old. That's your ego. Your ego trying to keep you where you used to be. But we're going to tell that ego today to shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, right? Tell that ego, and we gonna honor the ego because that ego is there to quote unquote protect us. Let the ego know, I got this now. I'm taking the wheel. As a matter of fact, God's taking the wheel. We good over here. So today we are resetting the way we measure progress. We are no longer measuring progress only by money, numbers, followers, houses, cars, degrees, or titles, right? We are also measuring progress. What I want us to do, let me go ahead and repeat that, right? Because I wanted to make sure I want this message to get out clear. Take a deep breath. We are no longer measuring progress only by money, numbers, followers, houses, cars, degrees, or any titles that you may be or have been associated with. We are also measuring progress. This is how we're going to measure our progress: by peace, by discipline, by consistency, by boundaries, by confidence, by healing. And also, I give myself a pat on the back because I'm giving myself a pat on the back by how quickly we return to ourselves after life tries to knock us out of alignment, right? You know when you're not in alignment because when it doesn't feel good, it's not God. And I'll say that again. You know when you're out of alignment because if it doesn't feel good, it's not God. So today I want you to give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for the battles that nobody knew you were fighting. Give yourself credit for the days you showed up scared. Give yourself credit for starting imperfectly. Give yourself credit for every time you wanted to quit, but you decided to give yourself one more day. That deserves recognition, celebration, and grace. That deserves gratitude. That deserves celebration. So, what I want you to do this morning, this rising, we're not mourning anything. We have to watch what we speak over ourselves. So, what I want you to do this rising is place your hand over your heart and repeat after me. Even if you're watching the replay, place your hands right now. If you're driving, pull over. Place your hands over your heart and repeat after me. I honor how far I've come. I release the need to compare my journey to anyone else's. I am proud of the woman I am. I am not behind. I am not too late. I am aligned with my purpose. I trust the timing of my life. I give myself permission to grow at my own pace. I celebrate every step forward. I am stronger. I am wiser. I am healthier. I am prosperous. I choose alignment. I choose consistency. I choose myself. Inhale it all in. Let it out. So thank you. We made it. We made it another day, another day, another day of alignment. So today's assignment is simple. I want you just to write down 3 ways that you have grown during these first 14 days. Now, don't make this complicated. Don't overthink it. Maybe you've been waking up earlier. Maybe you've been drinking more water. Maybe you've been thinking more positively, right? Maybe you finally started that project. Maybe you set some boundaries, healthy boundaries, right? Maybe you stopped explaining yourself. Maybe you showed up for this live when you could have stayed in bed. Write down whatever it is. When we do not record our progress, we can forget how much ground we have covered. So, and then I want you to write one decision. This is step 2. I want you to write a decision that you'll make today that honors the woman you are becoming, right? Just one. We're not trying to conquer the entire world before breakfast. We're trying one aligned step, one step today, another step tomorrow. This is how lives change. This is how businesses are built. That is how confidence grows. Yeah. This is how dreams become destination reminders, family. This is not becoming somebody else. It's about returning to the most aligned, powerful, peaceful, and purposeful vision of yourself. Do not rush. Do not rush. Do not rush past your progress while chasing your destination. As a matter of fact, we're not chasing, we're attracting. Right? We don't chase, we attract. So today I want you to look back for a moment, not to live in the past, because we don't live in the past, right? But to see the distance that you have traveled. You survived things that you thought would break you. You made decisions you didn't even know you were strong enough to make. You're still here. And because you're still here, your story is still being written. So today is day 14. We are 2 weeks in and we're just getting started. I'm Mama Tank, founder of 50 Plus Aligned and Birth the Nation Network. We are aligning our lives, reclaiming our identity, and resetting what no longer serves us. And building the health, wealth, peace, and freedom that we deserve. Align, identity, and reset. I'll see you this evening for our evening alignment. Have a powerful, peaceful, and prosperous day. And remember, clap your hands, pat yourself on the back, and honor how far you've come. I love each and every one of you. Have an amazing day on purpose.